Oh, yeah, it's getting very interesting. Jermall Charlo hints of a possible Caleb Plant fight 2022. Sign me up. Stay tuned to this video. We're going to talk about all that. Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys smash the like button. I need you guys 2022. Let's show up. Let's run the numbers up. Jermall Charlo, he's kind of hinting to a possible fight with Caleb Plant. I don't know. Let's pull it up. Boom. Jermall Charlo, you see there's him and his wifey, and let's check his stories. So right there, you see Jermall Charlo, and he's looking in shape for starters. So I like to see that. I definitely like to see that. It says the biggest super middleweight in the world, right? So that's the first thing he put. Biggest super middleweight in the world. Now, it has since been deleted, but for a brief period of time, Jermall Charlo posted this, and it looks like a graphic of him and Caleb Plant. What does this mean? Does that mean this is something in the works? Now, Caleb Plant recently did an interview, and he said he would love to fight with Jermall Charlo. As you guys know, Caleb Plant is coming off of a good performance, but a loss to Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo Alvarez is now undisputed. Very interesting stuff, especially with Charlo he posted this, and it says, "I'm the biggest middleweight in the world," right? So let me see if I can pull that up again for you guys. Right there, it says biggest middleweight, super middleweight in the world, excuse me. So he looks in shape, but he looks big, like maybe he's possibly bulking up, and maybe Caleb Plant fight is on the table. Let's see if Caleb Plant put anything. So he put some tape. No, nothing. He didn't put anything about Charlo, but I know because I made a video about this. Caleb Plant said he would love to fight Jermall Charlo, and that's a fight he would take with open arms. So maybe that interview got back to somebody from PBC, or maybe that was always in the works. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is, but if Charlo is moving up, I like it. I think he has the frame to do it. I think him and Caleb Plant is an amazing fight, and it makes a lot of sense. Even though Caleb Plant is coming off a loss, Canelo's a great fighter. Really no shame losing in a great competitive fight. I personally thought that Caleb Plant pushed Canelo a lot further than we've seen since at least Danny Jacobs, Triple G. I thought he did better, way better than Caleb Smith, way better than Billy Joe Saunders. And it's a learning lesson, you know. Canelo took a loss to Floyd Mayweather and learned and got better. So who's to say guys like Caleb Plant can't do that? As far as Jermall Charlo, again, he definitely has the size to move up. You see, he's a big dude and he's powerful. And I don't know. There were a lot of people that were super critical of Jermall Charlo versus Montiel. My thing is this. I thought it was just Montiel was tough. Like I seen a lot of comments. I did the Boxing Ego watch party for that particular fight. I seen a lot of people had a lot of things to say. To me, that was just a testament to Montiel being tough. I don't think Charlo looked as bad as some people are making it out to be. But again, this is just my personal opinion. I thought Charlo, the only mistake or thing he could have tweaked is he was before his hometown crowd. So I think when he had Montiel badly hurt and knowing Montiel had been stopped by Jaime Munguia, he thought he could stop him. So he put a lot of effort and energy into trying to get the stoppage. And sometimes when you do that, sometimes when you put that much effort and energy into stopping somebody, you don't pace yourself, etc. And that's kind of the predicament he was in. I think Charlo gassed out towards the end, and that was the biggest thing. You know, it didn't look like he was about to get stopped or anything like that. So I didn't think it was so crazy of a performance. I think the only mistake that he made was he tried to unload the clip on the man, and the guy was just extremely tough. See, look at this picture. He doing a Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy, you Superman, that you. He was hitting him with everything, and some guys are tough. Same thing with Gervonta Davis. It reminds me of that fight. Gervonta Davis fought Isak Pitbull Cruz, ended up hurting his hand, just like Jermall Charlo hurt his hand on this dude. And the ironic thing is, they're both African-American black fighters versus guys who hail from Mexico. So sometimes you just get that type of opponent, relentless, not gonna win the fight, but they show an immense heart, and that's what you got to deal with for 12 rounds. And that's what happened with Charlo, and it's what happened with Tank Davis versus Pitbull Cruz. You know what I mean? So maybe Charlo felt something else in the fight. I don't know. Maybe he felt drained, and maybe he thinks he got tired because of the weight cut, and he's considering moving up. Or it could just be Jermall Charlo. Maybe he thinks that the best opportunities are above 160 for him now. You know, I don't know. So we'll see if this turns out to be anything. A fight I did want to see at 160 was Jermall Charlo and Chris Eubank, and it looked like we were close to getting that. Eubank Jr. was signed with PBC, and then he left, and after he was talking crap about Charlo, so that was kind of a missed opportunity. And Chris Eubank ain't really fought no big names since he made that move, so I don't really understand why he talked crap about Charlo and then end up leaving the division. But that was a fight I wanted to see. So Triple G's not giving him the opportunity. Canelo said he's not going back down to 160. 154 is like owned by his brother, and Castano, they're about to do a rematch. So even if Charlo Jermell wins, it's not like he's gonna move up and fight his brother. So maybe he feels his time is limited at 168. Either way, fingers crossed that the Caleb Plant fight does happen. I think that's a great fight. You know, David Benavidez has also said he wants to fight Charlo, but that's not the type of fight based on how big Benavidez is. And, you know, he's had some trouble missing weights and making weights and things like that. I would like to see Canelo and Benavidez first, because Canelo is already acclimated. I don't think, I'm a fair critic, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fair sportsman and a sports fan. I don't think a guy like Charlo needs to move up to 68 and has to fight Benavidez. No one else has fought. Canelo hasn't fought Benavidez, and he got experience at the higher weight. So why is Charlo have to move up in his very first fight be Benavidez? But if he is moving up, I'm not mad at that. And I think Caleb Plant is a great introductory fight. It's not a gimme fight. Caleb can scrap. Caleb has good size. You know, they're probably around each other's height. That's a hell of a move up fight. So we'll see what PBC has in store, but I'm liking the sounds of that fight. Charlo took it off his story, so I don't know what that represents. I don't know if he was hinting to it or he was just putting that in the universe because that's what he wants. But we'll see. I'll leave it to Charlo. They're definitely outspoken characters, so I'm sure Charlo will let it be known what he wants to do or what his next move is, and I can't wait to see. But possibly Jermall Charlo, Caleb Plant, an amazing fight at 168. It looks like he's hinting at a move to 168, and I know he, like shape-wise, I think he can easily make the transition. And he's talked about it. I have an interview when he was in New York. Him and his brother did interviews with me in the media, and he talked about at some point going up to 68. So maybe that time is now. I don't know. We'll wait for the Charlos to make their official announcement. But one thing I will give credit to Premier Boxing Champions is they keep things under wraps and really don't say a bunch of stuff, and they're working behind the scenes. And then before you know it, they'll probably do a Showtime or Fox up front or PBC up front and just announce Charlo Castano and, you know, this and that in conjunction with Keith Thurman's fighting Barrios that's known about. And I think they're going to start releasing some of their other schedule. And I can't wait for that. Hopefully Charlo's on it in a good fight. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know how I did in this video. Do you want to see a Jermall Charlo versus Caleb Plant? Amazing fight, potentially for 168. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe. I am the best, and I'm out. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.